It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, his counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans could help them get out of this slump. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
It really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second year. Quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throwing Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll get it near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake, Nix. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
16 yards, a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Nix once more. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Calling the gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Nix going to tap this forward. And it's a touchdown. Jameson Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In motion left comes Brown. From the gun, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And the Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. Wiggles free. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert once more. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? Or what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Here's Hurts to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nix to the air. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now it's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
You're right, yeah.
To throw is Nix. Flush to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Looking left side, he's got him in. Brad Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Dancing away at the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts. A short one there, caught by Granson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Herbert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll go play action with Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
First down, Brooklyn.
24.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And the Brooklyn first down.
Back to the air with Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 48.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
At the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Working out of the gun is Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's second and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Oh, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So here's a 3rd and 14.
6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Down the sideline he goes. Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Khalil Herbert. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with byes on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our swing around the NFL starts now. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home to take on the reigning AFC champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. And we talk so much about the Chiefs' offense. How about the defense coming up big here? Ball is loose. They pounce on it, and then it's off to the races. A scoop and score for the touchdown. The Chiefs move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this is Amon-Ra St. Brown. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Bills move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Tony Pollard. He's got the ball. He's got a head of steam. He has a touchdown, 33 yards to the house. The Titans with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. With that, a look at the rest of what went on in Week 5 with Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh all on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going.
Jacory and Bennett has it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 46.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Eagles, first down. First and 10.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's good for another Eagles. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Herbert. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jacorian Bennett has it.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's caught. Smith. And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And an Eagles 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
17 at the 43-yard line.
Ran up by the Luxemess up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep with the diabetic.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. With a gain of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 5.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Shipley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Quick slant, Dotson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Brings up 3rd
Play number
down.
7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On a sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. Keeps himself upright. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Looking to put a drive together. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Harvey. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
No touch that. No touch that. No touch.
A handoff for Herbert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'd actually chirp the chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Over the middle here to Brown. the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll drop the throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll go play action with Nix. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Nix to the air. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.